Scenes, preview mode, preview. Exit, back to live mode. Comments and reactions. Stream key, what? Let's go back. Falcon, you said no sound? My bad, my bad. Let me know if y'all hear an echo. So I'm using different software than normally. Let's see. Yeah, it won't show me the comments where I normally see them. But what's going on, y'all? All right. Concise, you go ahead and cash at me, bro. Go ahead and cash at me. Just for no reason. Just for you being here. You know what I'm saying? Well, what's going on, guys? Y'all know what it is. This is Dead Stock Barbershop. I'm Christopher Manyweather. Let's see if we can get something up there. Bam, that's me. Can you guys see? Does it say Dead Stock Barbershop at the bottom of the screen? Let me know. Let me know. But anyway, I'm Christopher Manyweather. It has been a long time, guys. I haven't been on here in a while. I've been out with COVID, and now I'm back to work. And yeah, so man, I've been feeling down about the barbershop scene. It's funny, you guys, when we were doing Vlogmas, people would ask like, "What do you do when you just don't like your haircuts, or like, man, you just not feeling your work?" And I tell people like it comes in waves. Like sometimes it's like, big, I'm up, and then it just kind of like drops, and you feel like, man, I really am not feeling my haircuts. So I've been in that kind of like I was in that slump for like a week. I was like, I'm not feeling these haircuts. I got to do something different. So what I recommend to people is, first of all, it's something you have to work through. Just know that it's gonna come. You might be in love with your haircuts right now, but it's gonna come a time where you be like, man, I'm not really feeling this like that. So I tell people, first of all, work through it. But one thing that really helps me, I feel like when I get to that point, it's just a breakthrough is coming. I'm looking to get better. So that's what I tell people. Like, you're gonna get better. Just go ahead and watch videos. So that's what I did. I watched some barber tutorials, and I tried new techniques. And one other thing that I like to do is I like to get tools. So today I'm gonna be. I brought my bag home with me. Oh, plus y'all know I didn't do the giveaway. I'm still gonna get that stuff away, but just like I said, man, I've been out with COVID and all that, but it will be coming, and I got to get all the information set out. So first of all, it's been a while, you guys. It's been like since December 25th, so almost a month since I've been on here. So I want to first say welcome back. What's going on, Falcon? Let's see. Let me zoom in a little bit. Let me see who we got. Okay, what's going on, Falcon, Luda, Concise? Who is that? Sawanowski? Did I say that right? Ronald Morgan, what's going on, brother? On cue photos. He said, "What up? Oh, you had COVID as well." Nathan's in the building. Junior's in the building. Jesus in the building. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Oh, and Mike, what's going on, brother? So, yeah. So one of the things I like to do is just switch up my tools. As some of you guys know, I use a lot of the newer products, so everybody's cordless right now. But I personally believe that COVID. I mean, why am I saying COVID? I don't know why I said COVID. Cordless clippers are not better than corded clippers. So what I did was I went out and bought myself some new tools, and I went old school. I went back to the basics. And so what I wanted to do was I didn't want to stay after work really late, so I went ahead and brought my stuff home with me. I'm sorry, I'm so out of it, guys. I'm trying to get used to being back in front of this camera. It's almost been a month. Like, that's so crazy to me. But I went ahead and brought the new products home. Like I said, they are in this bag, and I'm just gonna zero gap. Some of you guys have asked me, like, what do you do to, like, how do you zero gap your clippers? So I'm gonna show you guys the way that I do it. There are many different techniques, but one that works out for me is really just eyeballing it. And so I'll show you guys how that works. But let me show you guys what I got. So first of all, my boy, I got these today for $20. I bought these joints for $20 today. So I got some new, let me see. Can y'all see that? I got some new corded seniors. My boy only had them a month, but he's got everything cordless. And he's one of those guys like myself who buys a lot of stuff. So he was like, why did I buy these? And, you know, Beauty Supply ain't taking it back. So he tried to put the little, that white blade on there. And he felt like it just wasn't working as good. So I was like, bro, you got any clippers? Like, I'm going through a funk. I want to use some different tools. And believe it or not, I don't have any really good corded seniors. I was a corded masters guy, and my first pair of seniors were a cordless pair. And so I felt like just because I know that the corded and cordless masters don't cut the same, I wanted to go ahead and get some seniors just to see if that's the same case. So here's the blade that came with it. I'm gonna put that on here. These are my masters that I use every day. Look at that cord. It's breaking. That's something you ain't got to worry about when it's cordless, but you just cannot beat the power and the cut with these. So I brought these home. I'm not gonna fix the cord. What I'm gonna do is I bought a replacement blade for them, because the blade that's on here, the cutting blade, the one that moves, that is really from my cordless seniors, and it's not the same. It doesn't give you that same loud crunch as you're cutting through that hair. So I went and bought one of these, and then I went old school. Y'all probably don't even know about these. Wall Heroes. These were on sale for their regular price, $70 at the Beauty Supply. They were moving today, so they went ahead and had like $44. And so I grabbed me some corded trimmers. These trimmers are like the most slept on trimmers probably on the market. Like, these can hit like no other. I actually have had much better experiences with these than the detailers. And then I went ultra throwback and copped these right here. So I got me a pair of corded T outliners. And so I'm going to go ahead and zero gap these here. Yeah, that's all I brought home with me. And just show you guys my method for zero gapping my trimmers. I'll go ahead and change the blade on those clippers as well, just so you can see, because I mentioned it in some of my videos, like, my masters are zero gapped. So normally, let me get right in here. So normally this is all the way open, right? And that last notch right there is all the way closed, but mine go a little bit further. So from there to there. So just give me just a little bit more room to really take out a bald line that you set in with your trimmer. The reason this works is because this little piece in the back right here, let's see. So there's a little lip right here, but mine is smooth because I've broken it off. So now when I close it, it doesn't stop it. It went a little bit past it. So normally it would stop right here, but mine will go all the way past it. So that's how my masters are zero gap. And yeah, so we're gonna get straight to it. Let me see if you guys have any questions or anything like that. Let's see. Yeah, man. Thank you, Nathan. You guys get the likes up on the stream, please, guys. Concise says to give that away. Man, I got so much stuff to give away, bro, and I'm going to give it away for you guys. Let's see what else. Give that away. Did you get the cordless? Concise, did you get those cordless fast feeds? Oh, he says no, he didn't. Yeah, man, we're back in the building, so just trying to get back to it. Falcon, you got the fast feeds. Let me try them out, man. I'm gonna have to stop by the shop and try them out. But let's get to it. We're gonna open these up. My T outliners. These are my most favorite trimmers of all time. So when guys get on here and be like, man, what's the best clipper or trimmer on the market? And I've responded before, you don't want the best, you want what's the most popular. And so the most popular is gonna be like the Babyliss or something. But bro, them things, there's too many issues for it to be the best. So I have never had a pair of T outliners that didn't work. You could always just zero gap that blade and you knew it was gonna hit. But with the Babyliss, not so much. So my preference is these right here, man. And I wish the cordless version, so you guys know I have the cordless version, but the cordless version doesn't work as well. So what we're gonna do here is we got 2 screws on the back, right here and right here. You see the 2 big screws, and then you see the little dots. Hold on. Let me move my face. Okay, so you see the little dots right here in the middle, those little circles. Those are screws from when you take off these 2, 1, 2. Then you're gonna take the blade off, and then you're gonna remove those little screws that are in the middle. So let's do that. Oh, hold on. I guess my this thing is too wide. Give me just a sec. But yeah, it's something about the cordless ones that just, I don't know. They just don't do it for me. Like, they're convenient because you don't have to worry about, what is this? Oh, you don't have to worry about like the cord being in the way. But other than that, like, that's where it stops for me. So yes, it's convenient, but you just can't beat. My bad, y'all. This little screwdriver set is so janky. All right, that should work. So we're gonna take these screws off. All right. That's one. What are you guys' favorite trimmers right now? Let's see. Sad news on them. Bro, I dropped them corded though. Oh, what are you saying, Falcon? What'd you drop? What's up? Was that Morley? How you doing? How you doing? Thank you for coming. Thank you for joining us tonight. We are going over techniques to zero gap our trimmer so that we can get a much closer cut, a sharper line when we use our trimmers. Normally what I tell people, go ahead and try them out before you even do anything to them, because sometimes you get lucky and they're already pretty close. But I can tell by just looking at the blade that I like mine a little bit closer than what they have it, but it's actually not too far off. So what I like to do, I know people like once you got to unscrew these screws right here. So let's see, block my face. So you guys see that? So that's the back side. So these little screws in the middle, we're gonna take those, we're gonna loosen them up, and then this blade can move up and down because we're gonna make them really close to this blade. So these are 2 different blades. This one moves, this one is stationary. So what we're going to do is make this one be able to go up closer in what we call zero gap. So when I zero gap my masters, I remove the clip. They seem to chew the, yeah, it depends on the guards. Um this thing was on tight. Jeez. All right. So I'll show you guys now. Let's see. So now it can move up and down because I loosened it. You see it moving up and down? So what we're going to do is push it up to where it lines up with this one. The way that I do it, I go by my sight. So I can see this stationary blade from in front of this, from behind this one. So if I move this, see this blade right here? I'm going to put this one on top. And I can still see it back there. So I'm going to push it up to where I can't see it, to where it's even. And so I push it up and I look at it. I like to get to an angle where the light reflects the back blade and I can kind of see exactly where it's at. And I just freehand it. There's a lot of people, they'll put it on a mirror or on a desk and they'll push it up that way. I just like to use my eyes. While I still got my eyesight, I ain't too old yet. And I do it not necessarily zero, but I go pretty close to zero because I like to use my trimmers on a little bit of everybody. So what I'm doing right now is just tightening it a little bit so that it's not as flimsy. So now I can move it around directly onto it. And it looks like I got one side a little bit higher than the other. So I'll push it up. And it's not completely tightened yet, so I'll be able to move it around. And like I said, I'm just looking for the back blade to be just a little bit higher than this moving blade. And so once I get it to where I want it, then I'm going to hold it tightly and I'm going to put the screwdriver on it and tighten it up. And just be careful when you tighten it that you don't move the blade, which can happen. And so yeah, so now when you look at it, let's see if it'll pop up. There's no gap in between the two. So once we do that, you're going to put it back on here, put those screws back on, and then you're good to go. There's some people who actually like to mess with the tension. It's been so long since I messed with some of these, but that little driver, that little piece on the inside, that right there, the ball, you can actually take the front of the trimmers off and move that out. I'm not going to do that on this live right now. I'm probably not going to mess with it at all. Honestly, I never really had to do it. There are some videos out on YouTube that will show you how to do it, but I'm not going to mess with it. So it's pretty quick. And sometimes, depending on how frequently you're doing it, you know, you're going to have to do it a few times to get one side, you know, one side may be like up a little bit, the other side maybe down. So you're just going to have to keep going over it. Or you can buy a tool. I also have a tool at the shop. I forgot all about it. Where you can set it in there and it'll just set the blade for you. It's called, I don't know. It's not the Chuka the Barber on a money blade setter. It's actually from Andis, and this is a device that'll lock it in. You can unscrew everything, lock it in, push it up, and it zero gaps it for you. And what I typically do now, I'll plug them in and I'll put it on my neck because I know for me that's a sensitive area. So this will tell me if one side is higher than the other or if it's too close. And it does not hurt. It don't feel too sharp. The corners are usually feel a little bit sharper on my neck, but yeah, that ain't bad. They're close and I can feel them, but it's not bad. for me, when I got these, I was like, I want something that's pretty sharp. I'm not even gonna do necklines with them, other than like lining up. But I'm not gonna shave with them and put them on everybody. I wanted some hitters because, like I said, I've been feeling like I was in a little slump. So I'm like, man, I gotta get me something, some new products. What do we got? Hey, bro, I'm very much sorry to burden you with a question. Where do you live currently? Because I would like to have a nice haircut. I am in Texas. I'm in Texas. You distracted me. You made me drop my. Okay. Yeah, so I'm in Texas. Are you in Texas? If not, I'm sorry. I can't cut you through UPS or FedEx. So now I'm gonna show you guys the wall heroes. These are some of my like all-time favorites. And like I said, they don't get a lot of play. Like a lot of people don't know about these trimmers, but they hit like no other. And I guess we can do like a semi unboxing. Unboxing, brand new. They are small though. And I felt like, I can't remember, but I felt like the cord used to be kind of short. I don't know. It doesn't look like it's too short. But these are the heroes. Got that nice chrome on the body with that wall burgundy on there or whatever that color is. Concise says they are great for designs as well. Yeah, they just hit, man. These will go through anything. And typically, I'm not going to lie, I just remembered the wall trimmers, for the most part, you really don't have to mess with them usually out of the box. Even if they don't look like they're going to hit, like they be hitting already. So I'm going to put them on myself. I feel like they could go up a little bit, but I don't want to move them up as much as I did the others. Like you can get a pair of detailers, you zero gap them, you're going to kill somebody. Like you going to jail because you're going to kill somebody. They're going to be all bloody. So you got to be really light when using any zero gap trimmer, but especially I just feel like the detailers, this is some power. Like I feel like, man, this is more power than I'm gonna have hair all on myself. I don't know. You know what? Skip it. I'm gonna move them up. I know how to be light-handed. If you guys don't have a light hand, please don't zero gap your trimmers or you're gonna be gapping people's skin. Oh man. So what have y'all been up to while I've been out with COVID? Who y'all been learning from? What y'all been watching? Ain't nobody hit me up and check on me. I think my guy Big J left me a message on one of my videos or Instagram like, dog, you good? He the only one who missed me, man. I thought y'all was my folks, man. Oh, what I will say is I almost forgot about this. Wall trimmers actually come with their own zero gapping tool. So before Babyliss had their little zero gap tool, this was already a thing. So you pull this out. This is a screwdriver. Let me see. Screwdriver, zero gap tool. So what I'm gonna do is, I don't think anybody's been watching Concise reviews while I've been out. They've got better things to do. They've been watching Netflix or something. Mike said, I've been saving up to start barber school, bro. That's so dope, bro. Man, how much is barber school out there? Okay, so I unscrewed the first 2 screws and took the blade off, right? So now on this back side, you got those 2 golden screws. I'm loosening them up just a little bit, and then you pop it into the tool. So the blade goes, you see exactly where the blade goes. You put it in here. Like I said, it's loosened up. And so now it's nice and secure. See that? So now I'm going to loosen up these, well, I already loosened them up. So now I can slide the blade up and down. So what I'm going to do now is push the blade all the way up, keep it holding it up, and tighten those blades. And that's how you zero gap the wall heroes. So convenient. The only thing is, when Babyliss did it, they made sure that you didn't have to take the blade off. So that was pretty fire. I'm not gonna lie. They changed the game with that. But as you can see, Wall was already on top of it before that was ever even a thing. So yeah, I'm gonna push these up, hold it up, tighten it up. Bam. Bam. Now they are definitely zero gap. Ooh, they look like just under zero gap for some reason. And that's exactly how I love my trimmers to be. So that's perfect. It's funny because when I bought these on my way, well, I bought these and then I went back to work, and on my way home I remembered that I have the cordless detailers in my in my station, and I forgot they're inside my drawer. Like I forgot all about them. I was like, dang, I really didn't have to do that. I could have just went and got a new blade for those. But we'll see. Those I might give those away too, because if I can forget that I got it, then that means I don't need it. I'm tripping. So put these screws back on, and then I'm gonna kill myself with this blade. So yeah, guys, I'm trying to figure out my schedule, what I want to do. I'm thinking about possibly. Ooh, they taxing in Cali actually. Well, I don't know. That's not super bad, bro. That's not a bad price. But yeah, I'm trying to figure out. I think I might want to do live videos like this one day a week. Maybe I don't know. Maybe Thursday. Is today Thursday? Yeah. So maybe Thursdays do a live video, and tutorials or something else, or a vlog or something drops on like a Tuesday or something like that. I'm undecided. Let me know what y'all think I should do. Cause I like the interaction between me and you guys. Oh, that ain't bad, and I know they're gonna hit. Oh yeah. Oh, they're sharp, but it don't feel sharp on my neck. So I can actually feel it a little more down here. But I know I'll have to be light because I got them up. But these little things right here, you can get them on Amazon right now. I think Amazon has them for $50 something, like $56. So that is that. Now we're gonna change the blade. Let's see who we all got on here. Jeezy, you like the live on Thursdays? Okay. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna rock with, bro. Bro, you went ghost on the game. Yeah, I was telling them, man, I've been out with COVID, and I was trying to get back to work. When I got out of work, you miss work, that's a lot of money to be missing, honestly, man. So I went straight into grind mode, and I was trying to get it. Let me see. Try to open these up without cutting myself. I went straight into grind mode and was trying to get that money back. Well, you never really get it back, but I was working late and had some people like doing after hours and all kind of stuff. So, you don't want to be in a hole like that. So COVID, man, that COVID ain't no joke. And that was my second time getting it, plus I'm vaccinated. So it's pretty weak. I don't know how I'm going to open these things. I ain't got no scissors. Why do they make these packages like this to where I can't even get in it without cutting it? And I don't know where my... Oh, hold on. This might work. Y'all think I can cut it with these? I'm trying, guys. Okay, we're getting somewhere. There we go. So you gotta be smart, man. You just can't be just trying to do stuff without being smart. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change this blade out, because like I said, the Masters they have this really nice crunch sound when you use the old Masters. I feel like the newer ones, the cordless ones, aren't really as loud, and I feel like cutting hair is just as much audible as it is visual, because sometimes you might not see hair coming off, but especially when you're working with like your trimmers, your clippers closed or something like that, you can hear it even though you don't see anything, so you know you're cutting hair. So I like to make sure that I use a product that is going to represent that. So we're going to take this off, these two screws right here, and get to it. So I know a lot of you guys aren't in barber school or haven't started it yet. Are you guys already on cordless clippers? Because I know everybody that you're watching is using cordless. So I just want to know what you guys are actually on personally, because it's a huge price difference. So you can go on Amazon and get you a pair of corded masters for $96. Or you can go and get the new golden cordless for $350 or something stupid like that. It just don't add up to me. That's all I can say. It doesn't add up. It doesn't really make much sense to me. So I have them. Yeah, I have them. But I'm still saying, like, and this is coming from somebody who has both. I still grab these. Ever since I pulled these back out, I grab these more frequently than I do my corded. And actually, my cordless ones actually have some kind of issue with the switch right now. And I'm like, what the heck is up with this? I've had these things. These clippers are, I went to barber school in like the end of 2010. That's when I got these clippers. And they still work. Versus my cordless ones, I bought when they came out in like 2019. So how is it that I have no issues with these and they're old, and I have issues with the new 3 times the price version? I paid $300 for those when they came out at CT Barber Expo. So I do like to, I showed you guys that my lever goes a little bit further. Let me see what y'all saying real quick. So lives on Tuesdays. Medical insurance for barbers. Where should I start? Medical insurance for barbers. Obamacare, baby. Or get you a wife that that got a good job. That's what we use my wife's insurance, honestly. Bro, you don't know the truck to get in those? I don't even know what you're talking about, Concise. I feel like you was cussing me out on the low. Let me get those FX3s. Hey, I'm doing a giveaway, Desmond. And I'm giving away those FX3s for sure. The middle part where they hang it, I don't know what he's talking about. Concise, shut up in the live, bro. We don't know what you're talking. Let's see. Do you have to use the clippers that come in your barber kit? No, you don't have to. So what a lot of people don't know is you don't have to get a barber kit from barber school. That is costing you money, and I guarantee they're charging you more for the clippers than if you went to go buy them there yourself. So I usually recommend that people go ahead and just go ahead and grab them yourself. So I'm pushing this down just like I was doing to zero gap my trimmers, and it's really close. And I'm gonna push it back just so it all the way back. And now I'm just gonna tighten this. We good to go. But sometimes you want to rub your fingers over. So this is the moving blade in the front, and this is the steel blade in the back. So if I rub my fingers coming forward, if I can feel the moving blade snagging on my skin, then it's too close, and your customers are gonna get cut, depending on what angle that you're at. So right now I don't feel anything. I'll turn them on, plug them in, turn them on. See, for this video, I had to have an outlet near me since all this stuff is corded. All right, let's see. Get up out of there. Hey. Jesus. I had a nice little grip on that joint. All right. So let's see. Let me know if y'all can hear this. Oh, I ain't got enough. Can y'all hear that? I'm not gonna lie. I think they gave me the one for the cordless because it sounds like my cordless. Normally it's louder than that, but whatever. So yeah, we'll see when I get back to work and I'm actually doing somebody with more facial hair than what I have. So yeah, that's how I zero gap my clippers, my trimmers, and I'm super excited to use these. I'm super excited because most of the people that I see, I don't know who you guys follow on like Instagram, but a lot of the guys that I see that are really really good that use wall seniors are still using corded, and so that's what made me think like I think they know something that the industry is not really saying. I feel like those corded seniors are probably just as good or better than the cordless ones. So just for the sake of time, so I don't have to do it in the morning, I'm gonna take this white blade off because my boy was like, "Yeah, they cut like trash now." So I was like, "Well, give me the regular blade that came with it. I don't want the trash blade." He really told me I could have. He told me I could have them, and then he was like, when I got to a shop, he said, "Hey, bro, just shoot me $20 because I owe somebody $20." I'm like, "Bro, $20 for some month-old corded seniors? Like, you ain't even gotta ask twice. I got you." So the blade is off. Both blades are off. I'm gonna pop this one back on. You gonna get the crazy good charging dock? Nah, I seen it like before. A lot of people had seen that thing. But man, I'm over a lot of like hype stuff, bro. As you can see, I'm just going back to the basics. Cause we get sold so much stuff, bro. I'm tired of buying. And me and Concise, we've had this conversation before. When you're somebody that buys a lot of products that come out, you start to realize, especially where we're at in the industry now, a lot of that stuff is exactly the same. Like the Babyliss Low Pro and bro, what's the difference between the Low Pro and the skeleton trimmers other than the body? It's the same exact blade. Like they just keep dropping products and dropping different colors, but they're not really giving us anything new. So what I said is when somebody comes out with a product that actually it works like a corded clipper or trimmer that is but it's cordless, like that's when we're talking game changing. Now I know the sometimes you can get some really good Babyliss trimmers. I'm not saying that that's not a thing. And you guys see me use those red ones in my tutorials whenever I drop tutorials. But so and they hit, like they really hit. But I have a bunch of other trimmers from that same company that just don't hit. So yeah, so it's just like, man, y'all stop selling me the same old stuff and then it's hit or miss. All right, good night, Luda. Thank you for coming through. You know, all y'all came on here at like just short notice. I just hopped on and y'all came through. So I'm super thankful for that. Ooh, is my computer not plugged in? Let me see how much battery life I got. This thing was going to cut off on y'all. 8%. Hold on, y'all. I just happened to look up. All right, my bad, young players and playettes. What up, Yanni? How you doing, sis? Well, we've been going over zero gapping trimmers, zero gapping tools, and I'm showing why I've decided to go back to cords and more cords. I went and bought a bunch of different trimmers and stuff today. And so right now I'm just going ahead and do this. I agree with you, Chris, about the new and old barber tools. Yeah, man, like you just can't beat this stuff, bro. It's just too much power. It's too much power in the cordless ones. So right now I'm doing that same technique. Like I said, I'm feeling, trying to see if uh hey, Jordan Bell is the one that sold me these today. He was like, bro, why are you getting these from me, bro? Like, why are you going backwards? I feel like we went backwards when we went cordless. Like I said, it's more convenient, but it's just not the same. It's just not the same at all. So I'm making sure that these things are zero gap and that it's not hanging over and that I won't cut anybody. That's the goal. Because I want to be able to take that bottom line out, but I don't want to hurt anyone. So like I said, I'm eyeballing it. I'm looking at that blade in the back. I'm making sure that they're lined up. Push it up if I need to. And they look about right to me right there. So now I'm going to screw them on a little bit at a time. Do both sides a little bit at a time. So that way it doesn't move. And make sure it didn't move. Yeah, it's too close. But I'll fix it at the shop tomorrow. But that's pretty much it. Like, because I just close them all the way up and I can feel it. And I don't want to be fiddling with this on camera for no more time. I wonder if I can screen share with you guys through this. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, can y'all see my screen right now? Somebody let me know. Can y'all see that? Yeah, that's Jordan Bell in the NBA. In the WNBA. Okay, so y'all can see that. So right now, I want to share with you guys, I finished my website. And so I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it is deadstockbarbershop.com. All right. Let's see. This is really not offset like this. I don't know why it looks like this on my computer, but it's not like that on any other computer if you check it out. So, yeah, I don't know why it's weird like that. But as you can see, we got some little pop-ups going on right here. People can book right there. Got a whole About Us section. And I did all of this myself, y'all. Like, this was some work. But while I was out with COVID, I went ahead and finished it up. As you see, I got some reviews going. And then I got this section right here for people to see some of my work. Oh, this is Jordan Bell right there. The light bright dude. And so I try to mix it up, throw some different races, different hairstyles, design, just a little bit of everything so people can see. And then they can come here and go to book now. So then we got our service menu. So my shop is like a sneaker and basketball theme. So that's why it says it's draft day. We pick you, just some stuff, some little content. These are my new prices. They start effective. It's effective now because I'm already full for the rest of this month. So people are already booking. I have my first person book this right here. So this is a new client appointment. And when they click on it, let's see, book now. So this pops up and then it basically tells them like what they're going to get. So this is a haircut plus it's the consultation for any first time visitors. So as well as I got some, let me go back, a little message. So I'm in a really like nice upscale area. So we have valet parking. I can validate their parking for them. And then also a reminder that anybody that is a first time customer must book the first time customer service. So that's $80. It's $20 more than a regular haircut. It used to be $60, but what I did is I went up $20 on my services. So as you can see, I don't know if you guys are familiar with any like sneakerhead terms. So like GR releases, special edition releases. um, premium releases, player exclusives, Nike ID. I made dead stock ID, and basically I just made all of my services have to do with sneaker terms. So these are my after hours are quick strikes. Um, NRG is my off day cuts, and Hyper Strike would be your house calls. And so everything went up $20. Other than I had already moved the house calls up because I don't like doing them. So that price is really a deterrent because people will ask you how much to come to the house. Oh, go to the website. Then they see that and they like, nah, never mind, I'm good. So I work in the shop all day, and when I get done, I'm trying to go. But I don't mind doing after hours. So yeah, so if anybody wants to know what this stuff is, they can click on this right here, and it'll take them to the terminology section. And so it says, upon visiting our website, you're sure to see phrases and abbreviations and have zero clue how to decipher these terms, starting with the most obvious being the shop's name, Deadstock. What is it? Why would we pick a name like that? Well, you're in luck. Here's our comprehensive guide to sneaker and haircut culture. We have coupled sneaker slang and shorthand with our service list. See how we've merged our passion for cuts and kicks and learn the lingo. Start here to book your next visit in confidence, making you fresh from head to toe. Fresh from head to toe is my tagline. And so through here, I got all of those different services, what it means. So in the gray is what it means for the sneaker world. And then I have how we use it in this salmon pink color or whatever. And so once they're done, like what is a W? Well, a W is short for winning. It is the act of successfully purchasing a pair of sneakers that you really wanted. For us, it is searching for and successfully booking the appointment that you desired, but taking an L is a loss. So you got an event coming up and you're badly in need for a cut, so you check the booking only to find out that your barber is all booked up for the next few weeks. Major L. So just breaking it down, combine it, just something fun. Somebody has time to come through, check it out. Once they're done with that, it says you did it. You completed the guide and you're a few sneaker cops away from being a sneakerhead, kind of. Hurry up and book your next appointment. Hopefully you don't take an L. So now they can go back and book. So now they know what the terms mean. Plus they can book their appointments. And then we got a blog. So in my blog, it's going to have like my YouTube videos, as you can see. Everything will be linked to here. So if my customers want to just check it out, click on a video, they can watch one of the videos. They may be an Asian guy, want to see like, okay, dang, I just came across this website. I want to see like what this guy does to Asian hair, or what does this dude do to this white guy right here, you know? So just a little bit of everything that I do all merged into one section. And then I'll read this to you guys because I think it's pretty fire. It came out good. About us. It's really about me because it's not no us. It's just me right now. But the shop's coming soon. Hey. From the day we opened our doors in Rockwall in 2020, we have earned our spot as a top barbershop in town. We offer unparalleled grooming while respecting the busy schedule of our clientele. We will have you looking great and on your way as soon as possible. We exist solely to do our part of making individuals feel as good on the inside as they look on the outside once they leave our chair. Deadstock Barbershop was founded and created by Christopher Manyweather. Growing up on the north side of Portland, Oregon, his life was heavily influenced by basketball and sneaker culture, with the Nike World Campus being only minutes away from his home, coupled with the professional athletes frequenting his schools and after-school programs. Christopher fell in love with basketball and sneakers. His dream job was to work for Nike, but something changed when he received his first pair of Barber clippers from his older brother at the age of 15. Christopher discovered a new passion that gave him purpose and meaning. Christopher embarked on a lifelong journey, one where he services the external and internal needs of his clients through grooming. He realized that the same way people felt when putting on a brand new pair of Nike Airs is similar to rocking a fresh haircut. He saw that something was uplifting that transpires when you have a fresh haircut, and as Primetime once said, if you look good, you feel good. If you feel good, you play good. If you play good, they pay good. Deion Sanders. So hence the ideology of Deadstock Barbershop was birthed. Christopher has spent the past 20 years mastering his craft through every continuing education option imaginable. This commitment included Oh, my bad. This commitment included attending numerous hands-on courses, online courses, expos, and workshops across the country. Christopher now takes all of that education and experience and gives it away on the Dead Stock Barbershop YouTube channel, which this is a link they can click on. It'll take them to the channel where he has over 30K subscribers. If you were to ask what pushes Christopher to new heights in his endless pursuit of mastery, he would answer that his genuine love for people is what drives his commitment. Through compassion, encouragement, and the willingness to listen to what others are feeling or saying, Christopher has established the Dead Stock way of affecting lives by making sure customers are fresh from head to toe. Once again, that's the tagline. Then it says, yeah, all that sounds good, but what the heck does Dead Stock mean? Well, we're glad that you asked. Head over to our terminology page to have all your questions answered. See you there. And then that's when they can click on the terminology. It'll take them back to see all the definitions if they haven't been on that page just yet. And then we got more pictures of like me doing things. Like this is when some of my trophies from winning Barber competition. That's Yo Fonz right there recording me. I'm on stage. I think this was like the Connecticut Barber Expo. I was cutting hair on stage with my corded masters. Everybody else had cordless clippers. I was like, bro, I'm bringing my corded masters with me. And I'm icing him up over there. And right here, I'm using something cordless. But this was, my shirt says Tennessee Barber Expo, but this is in San Antonio. And guys are just watching. Look at that boy blurred out. That boy is getting icy. And so, oops, I went back too far. How do I close this? Oh, how do I go to the next picture? Next picture, please. Whatever. Let me go back. My computer's tripping. All right, I'm going to go back to, what was that, about? So, yeah. So, then it's just more things that I've done. Like these guys right here, that was their signing day. They all played soccer, and they were all my customers. So, I showed up and just supported them. Like they were surprised to see me there for their signing, and they were super excited. Some of those same kids plus some others, they were all in the same seniors from that same year. And so I brought them pizza and soda, and like, man, it didn't cost that much, man. And it was just something that meant a lot to them. And then this person right here was like, bro, you got to sign my hat. And so I was like signing. I was like, this is not worth anything. Me and my guy Vic, this was I was helping him teach at his class in he had 2 classes that day. This was at Sally's. And this is me and Jason Patridge. We was doing like a tag team thing in New Orleans. This is me and him again somewhere else. I don't know. Maybe Connecticut. I can't tell. Or Orlando. And yeah, and then just kind of showing some sneakers, and he got the matching. He came in with the shoes, and I had the cape for it. So yeah. So that's the website. What y'all think about that? How do I get back to looking at me? Yeah, what y'all think about the website? How do I get back? Hey. I'm trying to go back to where I can see what y'all saying. Right now, I can't see y'all. So if y'all saying something right now, I can't see it. Just give me a sec. I'm getting back. Okay. What is this? Uh-oh. Services, desktop. Come on. Trying to get back to YouTube so I can see what y'all talking about. All right, so what do y'all think about the site, man? I really put a lot of time into it, like a lot of time. Okay, let's see. Okay, yeah, y'all seen it. Y'all synced it. Yes, sir. Jordan, you know you like bright. Tanner, what's going on, man? That's one of my customers right there. See, I love my customers. Like, it's more than that haircut. I'm telling y'all. I've probably been cutting Tanner's hair for the last... Tanner, I've probably been cutting your hair like 5 years now, bro. I think it was like 2017 when I started. Don't ask me how I remember, but I think it really was. Jordan Bell, you like the site, man? This is where you gonna be at on that site. So I got a whole section that's like where you don't see it, but people will be able to see our staff. I think you're gonna be my first barber in the shop. Any of y'all in Dallas are looking to move out here? My guy Jordan Bell is gonna be my first person that I draft with the first pick of the Dead Stock Barbershop. We choose Jordan Bell. That's my guy. He used to be my customer, and he had been talking about, man, I think I want to cut hair. I bought some clippers, and then he started messing around with it. I'm like, bro, you better go to school, bro. You already good somehow. And he just kind of like threw himself into it. And before, I think he was in barber school. Bazio and them came out here. It was like the first hands-on class I had did with Bazio and them before I really knew him. And the class was like $500. And Jordan, I don't even know if he was in school yet. He paid that money and took the class with me. Like, and that's I knew. I was like, bro, this guy, he's gonna be something special. And he's grinding and he's killing the game. He's already making pretty close to six figures, and he's been out of school maybe 2 years now. And that's with him being lazy. He don't know that I know he be lazy sometimes. So but I told him I'm gonna get him to that 6-figure mark, man. When we draft him, I'm gonna sign him, bro. He said, good stuff. Thank you, brother. Thank you. But guys, that's all I have for tonight. I definitely wanted to show you the clippers, the trimmers, and I had, like I said, I finished the website, and I definitely want to show you guys that and get some feedback, get some thoughts. Nathan, it's right now. It's still idea time. So we're talking. I got some people I got to reach out to and get my part done, but we'll just say a year. Let's just say a year, bro. Let's just say a year. Oh, Ronald, you said you impressed. Thank you, bro. Like, when I got COVID, I just went into grind mode. I was like, all right, it's nothing else to do anyway. I'm just going to go ahead and do this website, and then I'll be like, all right, I'm done. And then I go back on there. I'm like, dang, man, I can fix this. Let me change this. Let me change that. And so next thing I know, I'm like, I can't tell you how many times I changed the prices. That's one thing. So, we be on here talking like, man, you got to go up on your prices. You got to know your worth, know your value. That's a true statement. But I jumped up $20. And that right there was like, I'm not going to lie, it was unsettling to me. And so I'm thinking, okay, I've been cutting some of these people's hair for years. What do I do? Do I go up $20? I would love to get $60 per haircut, but what will the reaction be? Should I just go up $10? $10, I know people aren't going to be mad at that. They would love that and be satisfied with that. What do I do? So I was just like, you know what? Let me start asking some of my customers. So I handpicked some people depending on their situation. So it was like a guy he's the only income in his household. He's married. He's got 3 kids. Bro, what do you think? I'm thinking about going up $60. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm thinking going up to 60. I was thinking about going up to 50, but my heart's desire is $60 per cut. I feel like that's where my value is. That's where I place my haircuts, in that range. And he surprised me like, man, I don't want to go through the hassle of trying to find another barber. I moved here from San Antonio 3 months ago. You've been cutting my hair. And that's one of the reasons I asked him, because I was like, bro, you're new. You're a new person. You've been coming for the last 3 months. So, something like 3 months, maybe about 4 months. And so I was like, yeah, that's why I asked you. I want to know. And he's like, man, ever since I came here, you haven't missed yet. Like, my haircut is consistent. There's times back home where the guys would be like, they'll do a great haircut, then not so great haircut. Great haircut, not so great, not so great. They're just having bad days, but you haven't missed yet. And honestly, that's what everybody that I asked, and I asked like guys with like a kid that comes with them. They come every 2 weeks, him and his son. And one of them in particular, I asked him, I said, hey, what did you think about, because I sent it as a message to everyone that I'm not using Style Seed anymore. I have my own website, and that there's a new price. It's going up by $20. So if you're at $50 right now, haircut and beard, you're going to be at $70 haircut and beard. That's the thing that bothered me. $60 for a haircut don't sound bad, but then when you throw that $70 haircut and beard, I'm like, man, that's a lot of money. And so it just kind of like had me uneasy. And so I asked that guy, and he was like, "Yeah, you told me a couple months ago that you were going to be going up on your prices, but you didn't know how much then." And so he was like, honestly, I think what you're charging, what you're going up to, he said, I feel like that's right. He said a lot of the shops around, they're charging about 35, 40, $50, and it's the quality is not there. And he was like, "Man, my head. I don't have to worry about it. I'm in this setting where my son be tripping sometimes, and you don't be you don't trip. He ain't And so he was like, honestly, what I told my wife 2 months ago when you told me that you were going up, I told her you were going up to $100. I'm like, bro, where you get that from? He's like, I don't know, bro. I thought you were going up to 100. And I was like, you were still gonna come? That dude said yes. He was like, I will still come every 2 weeks. He was like, Cam, he might probably just be once a month, but I was still coming on my regular schedule. And that really blew my mind because at the time I was $40 for a haircut. $50 haircut and beard. He thought I was going to double the price and he was still willing to come. And so I was like, man, like the more I talked to people, they started encouraging me like, bro, do it. Like, so I was like, you know what? Skip it. I'm going to jump out there and do it. So since I sent the message out, I sent it to people as far back as the last 6 months that I cut. So I just went through Style Seat and individually text every single person. Luckily, a lot of the people, they're every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, once a month. So I was able to, I didn't have to, they're duplicates. So 6 months worth of haircuts sound like a lot, but when it's like recurring people, it's not as much because you already got most of those people. And so I just was asking just a bunch of different people, their perspectives, and everybody pretty much had the same reply. So I went ahead and did it, and people have already started because through there, they can prepay for haircuts. So I've already had 4 people prepay for their haircuts that they set on the new website for next month. Today I got my first person, my first 2 people booked the first timers at $80 a haircut. 2 people booked that today, and I was just like, this is crazy, because you know your worth, but when people respond correctly to where you feel your value is, like it's just a good feeling. But I have had 2 people say that they won't be coming. They can't do the $20. And I expected those guys to say that because when I went up the last time, they were already like at the very end. One of them, the haircut and beard is $50. He was coming every week. And so I did his for $45. And what he wanted, so he can give me $47. And every week he's coming in, he's really paying more than anybody that's paying every 2 weeks. If you do the math, somebody that comes twice a month at $50, that's $100. But somebody that's coming 4 times in a month at $47, it's made up. The difference is made up. But he was like, I'm not gonna be able to do it. So I'm not tripping on that, because really what it's gonna do is the people that I feel like people are either gonna not come as frequent or they'll just stop coming. And what that does is it opens up my schedule. So I go by the 80-20 rule. I've explained it before. Whenever you're booked up 100%, you increase your pricing. You can expect to lose about 20% of your clientele. So 20% gone, but the remaining 80% at the new rate is going to cover your losses. Plus, you'll be making more money. And on top of that, now you have room when new people are calling, because I'm getting calls every day. People come in. Actually, one of the guys who booked that $80 service today, he came by my door and knocked and was like, "Hey, Christopher." And I'm like, "Yeah." And it's like a scruffy, rugged, like white dude, like he's straight out the country. And I'm like, "Yeah." Like I've never seen this guy. He was like, "Hey man, I found you on Google, and I saw those 5-star reviews, and I'm sure that you're a busy guy. So I know you don't have anything today, but I'm trying to get in for this weekend." And I'm like, "I don't have any spots open until February, sir." And that happens a lot. Like people call and they're not used to barbers being booked out like stylists. Like I know some stylists in my suites, they're booked out for 4 months. I don't know what the women do in the meantime while they're waiting on their appointments, but they're booked out 4 months in advance. So a barber being booked out 4 weeks when you got somebody calling, especially like in the area I am, is majority of it. I'll just say this: most people that are calling the barbershop, they're trying to get in same day. It's if not same day, within the next couple days. So when I get those calls, it's like I'm booked out 3 weeks, 4 weeks. I really can't help you. So I'm recommending them to other barbershops down the street. I'll send them like text messages. Like I can show you on my phone. Like I'll text them like barbers in the area, barbers that are in the same suite as me, especially when it's somebody with a kid. I had a lady call me the other day, and I'm like, ma'am, it's $80 for a kid on the first time, and $60 every time after that. Just to be honest with you, she's like, oh yeah, I left my last barber because he went up to $40. So I'm like, yeah, you're not gonna like this. So what I did was I sent her about 5 different barbers, 3 barbers and 2 barbershops, and then I recommended her barbers inside those shops. So I don't mind it. Like I know I can't cut everybody's hair. There's only so much time in a day, so I only work 8 hours unless I got after hours each day. So I'll refer somebody to shops near me. So yeah, so I was just kind of nervous about it, but all those people that I talked to convinced me like, bro, this is the right thing to do. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'll check back in with y'all and let y'all know. Kenny, it's deadstockbarbershop.com. deadstockbarbershop.com. Check it out if you didn't get to see it. Adrian Lopez says, I'm in barber school and not getting enough hands-on practice, but a shop is willing to give me a chance. But it's illegal in Texas. I just want the practice. I don't know what to do. So it's very illegal in Texas, and it can come with a fine for the shop owner. I think the first offense, they can do a warning, but a lot of time it's like $2,500 to $5,000 for that offense of you being unlicensed in a barbershop. A lot of us didn't get the hands-on practice that we should have gotten in barber school, but you're not going to be the best barber coming out of barber school. So if this guy is willing to work with you now, then I would go to him when I'm coming out of school and go and work. Once I'm done with school, go work for him because he's going to be willing to teach you then. So I don't really want you to, because you can end up not getting your license if they catch you multiple times, and it's really up to them. It could be a couple times, now you out of there. So you don't want to mess around with your career like that. It's really not worth it. You don't get good. What you're doing in school is passing a test so that you can get licensed to go and learn how to cut hair. In school, they're going to teach you the basics on cutting hair, but you're not going to really know how to cut hair like that unless you're watching YouTube and all these different things. But you should be practicing on your friends, your family, nephews, whatever, randoms. You can go to boys' homes and say, hey, I just want to practice. These haircuts will be $5. They get a stipend for each of those boys in the boys' home, and they have a bill. So if you telling them haircuts are $10, $15, but in the area haircuts are $25, normally when they take the boys to get a haircut, it's $25, but you come in talking about it's $15. Well, now they're saving money. That's more money in their pockets, and that's a chance for you to practice on these guys as well as they save money. So it's kind of like, well, why not do it? So you can find other opportunities to get practice. There are homeless shelters you can go and volunteer at. There's a lot of opportunity to cut hair, and it may not always be in school, but the bulk of your learning is post school. Honestly, you're gonna be your best after school. There are some people who are really good in school, but that's not the majority. Those are minority individuals. So I would just be patient, bro. If you in school, you're doing it right already. Just finish strong. Be there as much as possible. Don't worry about, oh, it's slow up here. I know a lot of people. My boy, he started barber school about 3 years ago. He's still not done. And he would leave. He's like, man, it's slow up there. It's like, bro, what are you talking about? It's slow. Like, it's not a barber shop. You there to get hours and get an education so you can pass this test and get out. And then you make the money. But our focus is in the wrong area. They're trying to teach you how to pass the sanitation, how to do those things. And that's what the state is really on, because you don't want to be passing around pathogens. You know what I'm saying? Um, See, so Mike right there, Mike is saving up to get into barber school. He don't have the money just yet to go directly into barber school, so he's putting it all together. And in the meantime, look what he's doing: group homes, rehabs, sober living. He's making it happen in the meantime of his dream. So it's not on pause. It's not on hold. He's found a way to practice without even being in school. And then he takes his time to get on here and listen and learn and watch tutorials. So it's a combination of things that you can be doing right now, Adrian, in the meantime, to meet that need that you feel like you have. Chris, what did your clients do when you had COVID? When I had COVID, anybody that really had to get in, then they were like, bro, is there anybody you can recommend me to? Because they know I'll recommend them. So I hit some of my boys up. Hey, you got openings? My guy, he needs a haircut for this day at this time. What do you got around there? Bam, I get them plugged in, let them know, okay, go over to this shop at this time. This is the barber's name. I'll let the barber know this is the customer's name. You know, or if the barber did online booking only, here's his link. Go through that, book your appointment. He'll be expecting you. Same thing. So yeah, but a lot of the other ones, they just waited, and for some waited until I came. Well, some waited to their regular every 2 weeks, and then the others that really needed to get in when I got back, I just worked a little later and got them in. I got state board in a couple of months. What do you think would be the best way to study? The best way to study for your state board is to ask your school if they have a test. So my school had a test with like 100 questions or something like that on there. And what I did was I took that test, the practice test, and anything that I missed, and then I went through and I graded it myself using the answer sheet. So anything that I didn't get right, that's what I went back to go study. And I went to go find the answer in the book. And then I'm like, okay, bam, that's that. Bam, that's that. So then when I went in there to take my test, it was simple. I passed the first try because I had already seen. Plus, I was doing my schoolwork. So a lot of you guys don't know, man, it's really class. And every week we had tests. So as long as you're doing your classwork and then you go and take those tests and you're passing those tests, then at the end, when it's time to take your written test, you're going to pass. It's the same information. What I do recommend people doing for the practical, because we had 2 tests. You got to do a written. At 1,000 hours, we had a written. I know the hours are different now, but at 1,000 hours, we had a written, and then 500 hours later, we did the practical, and that's where you go in. Hey, good night, Nate. That's where you go in and you do the like a hot towel shave, a shampoo. You got to do haircut. Now in Texas, you got to do nails. We had to do like put a perm in, and it's like a few different things that you got to go in there and do. But what I did was I went twice as a model. So twice I went with students, senior students, so I'd be comfortable with the room. You know, you can't talk as a barber in the room. You can't look around at what other people are doing. You have to just go in and just work, right? So I made sure that, you know, by the time it was time for me to go, I done been in this room twice already. I know what they're gonna do. I know what to expect. So mentally, I was prepared, and it didn't feel like nothing crazy. There's no more practical, just the written test in California. What the heck? People would love that out here in Texas. But that's why Texas also, like for Texas, our license pretty much reciprocates everywhere. I can take my license pretty much to any state and be licensed. But there's other states that because of their lower requirements, it don't work as well. Jordan Bell says COVID ruined that method for all the new cats. Ruin what method? What you talking about, Jordan? Oh, and what is MBN? Jeezy Blends, bro. I'm old, bro. I don't know all that stuff. You got, you gotta know what that. You gotta let me know what that means. MBN. But guys, what time is it? I don't even know what time it is. Oh, being a model? You can't be a model? Like, what are you talking about? Are they just doing mannequins now, Jordan, because of COVID? That's kind of crazy if that's what they got going on. But guys, it's been fun. It's been real. It's been good being back on here talking to y'all. Man, y'all don't know how much I miss y'all for real, man. That's real. Rusty Blaze, what's going on, man? You hop on right when I'm getting in. Oh, you said must be nice. Yeah, I'm sure that's nice, bro. So no more models in Texas. They're only doing mannequins. That's crazy. So VA only does mannequins too. Rusty, it's going well, man. I was just letting these guys know, man. I've been MIA. I had COVID again, as well as just trying to get caught back up at work or get my money back right. You know what I'm saying? Because a week off of work, like they make you quarantine for 5 days. So I quarantined, I think like 7 days or something like that. Well, I took my test, retested on the 8th day, and it was negative. But man, just missing that money for that long, bro. That is not fun. Like people don't care, man. People don't care. Let's see. Good to see you back. Thank you, Prime. Thank you, man. It's really good to be back for real. So I was telling these guys I'm thinking about twice a week producing content, which would be like a tutorial or a vlog on like a Tuesday, and then Thursdays come sit down and chop it up with y'all and just see what everybody got going on, and if y'all got any questions or whatever just going on in life, man. Because this don't only have to be about barbering, because life is more than barbering. Like barbering is what I do. It's not who I am. Like it's just a part of me. I feel like I was born a barber, but I'm not a barber. Like I'm a human that does barbering services. So, so yeah, man. Whatever y'all ever want to talk about, like I'm down. It can be relationship. It don't matter. Like me and my wife really wants to start a podcast. I don't know what y'all situations are, but we've been married, man, 16 years, and it'll be 17 years in December. And she wants to do a podcast, just like a couples thing. So I don't know. Y'all might see me on some other stuff, or like I don't mind answering questions. And anybody need any advice, man? I've learned a lot. I've been married since I was like right out of high school, pretty much, that December. So I've learned a lot about marriage. I've learned a lot about myself, and how to treat your wife. And yeah, man. So it's a whole bunch going on in here. Y'all pick my brain, because I feel like I can help y'all in more ways than just cutting hair conversations. It's just like the barbershop. Like all of us that are in barbershops now, that people have questions for you, and you have, people always want your advice on stuff, and you're the barber. But there's a certain level of what's the word? Just people just look at you a little bit different. Like they're like, man, this guy knows some things. Like he has some kind of wisdom that came with holding the clippers. Or it might just be that I'm older now, but I feel like I've always had conversations with even people that are like more advanced in certain areas, make more money than me, or all kind of things. And I feel like it's just like a God-given wisdom that comes with it, that gives me the ability to talk to anybody, no matter where they're at in life. Like I feel like I can give like sound advice to the president. I think everybody feel that. But yeah, guys, it's been fun, man. It's been real. Man, I've been on here for a nice little minute, so it was good. It was good. But we're gonna check out, and I will see you guys next week. Hopefully Thursday at 9 o'clock. That'll be my plan. What I'll do is I'll post. I'll make like a post or something saying the exact date and time when I'm going to be putting these videos out or going live, so you guys don't have to wonder what I'm going to be doing. Adrian says, how do you not get your shoulder tired cutting? Bro, stretch. Hit the gym, because I ain't been hitting the gym and I've been sore, bro. Like, you get used to it after a while, but if you ain't exercising and stuff, bro, I've been so sore at the shop here lately, especially coming back from COVID and you sitting down not doing nothing. Bro, my whole back, I'm like, oh, babe, I need a massage, because just doing this, even, scissor over comb, clipper over comb, man, you're going to be tired. Thank you, Kenny. Thank you. What am I using for booking now? That you can book through the website. Attached to my website is Squarespace Acuity scheduling. So when you click on the service that you want, it automatically takes you to my Acuity scheduling link, and you'll book that service right there, right then and there. So all they have to have is a card on file. They have to agree to my terms and conditions, which mentions, like, I want people to wear a mask when they come in the shop, because I don't want to get sick again. Like I said, you think once you make into a really good amount of money, $2,500, $2,800, $2,000, $1,500 a week, that's a lot of money to miss because somebody came in there sick. So I really want to be like, I'm not doing beards. But what I said is, you know what? When you come into the shop, leave your mask on. And if you're getting a beard service, at the time of that service, you can take your mask off. I'll do your beard, and then you put it back on. So that's kind of like my compromise. Because that's twice now I've had COVID, bro. And it's not fun missing that money, bro. So, yeah, that's that. Yeah, any other questions before I get out of here, guys? I'm taking a YouTube course right now, and the guy, he does lives. When he say he's about to go, he be like, all right, guys, love you guys, bye. And he's gone. He signs out. He's gone. I'm like, dang, okay, that's how I'm supposed to be doing it. But I'll be trying to see what the heck y'all talking about. So, but if there's nothing else to grab our attentions, we're going to adjourn for the evening. I love you guys. Holla at y'all. Peace. And I don't know how to stop this. How do I stop my stream? This is so embarrassing. Oh, Jesus. But all right, I'll holla at you guys. Peace.